Awakening, Chapter 3, The Ward. We all packed into the Jeep and it was surreal. A car that worked. Gordon sat up front with Han as Sparky and I got in the back seats. Han backed the Jeep out of the driveway and we got going down the road. Does anyone want to listen to music? We have many stations. Music? My God. Classical, please. Gordon asked, surprising me. Mozart was put on, and all four of us listened to it, and I actually fell asleep due to the calming music. My eyes fluttered open just in time to see the sprawling Sacramento General Hospital. It was a monstrously large building. It seemed to go up at least 50 stories and had a gray and black concrete building. Thousands of windows and was surrounded by gardens. We drove into a parking lot as Han parked the Jeep. This is fucking huge. When was the hospital built, Han? She chuckled at my profane question. It was finished only a month ago, so it's state of the art. Andy is also getting the absolute best treatment, as Lily is a fantastic person and doctor. Sparky started to walk towards the hospital. His nose was sniffing, and I'm sure he smelled Andy. He started to bark and whine while doing his happy paws. We all chuckled. Then we started to walk alongside the sidewalk towards the hospital. Glass doors were automatic and opened as we came close. The AC was on full blast, and it smelled like a second home to me. I let a tear flow, as this was my kind of place. Gordon held my hand and lightly patted it. Feels like home, doesn't it, Seb? I nodded and wiped the tears away. Han led us to the receptionist. He was a kind older man with thinning gray hair and wearing hospital scrubs. Hello, Han. How are you today? She smiled. I'm good, Arnold. Working a double or just a normal shift? He chuckled. You know me, Han. I'm working a double. This old man will work till he dies in this very seat. She smiled warmly. We're here to see Andy. He's in the psych ward. Arnold nodded. Follow the hallway till you get to the 10 elevators and take it to the 50th floor. You'll be met by Lily. She's expecting you. Han shook Arnold's hand as we walked through the white, gray, and light blue hallways. My dock squeaked on the linoleum. The elevators were found and we called one down. The doors opened and we all gathered inside. Want the honors, Seb? Han asked and I smiled and hit the button for the 50th floor. The elevator quickly made its way up to the 50th floor. Ding! The doors opened and Lily stood there waiting for us. How is he, Doc? Gordon asked. He's integrated well, but is very depressed. Also, I'll talk to you, Seb, privately afterwards, as well as you, Gordon. I nodded. Lily took the key out and opened the locked door. Are you all ready? Lily asked, and we all nodded, and she ushered us in and walked in last, locking the doors behind herself. It was a typical psych ward. There were books, puzzles, and cards on a bookshelf built into the blue walls, with a cafeteria as well as a TV room. There were some patients wandering around, and when they saw us with the dog, some were surprised, and others waved at Sparky, who seemed to enjoy all the newfound attention. We walked into the kitchen. There was Andy building a house of cards. Han, Gordon, I'd like to talk to you two now, and give you time to catch up with Andy. Talk to you soon, Seb. Gordon, Han, follow me. Andy still hadn't noticed me as he was building the 8th layer of the house. Andy looked around to see where the cough came from. Hey, dummy, it's me. He nodded. I know. Take a seat, Seb. I did, and I noticed a few bandages around his arms. I didn't ask as I knew he'd probably cut himself, but he saw me look at his wrists. Yeah, about that. I might have tried to end it already. Please forgive me. I teared up and hugged him. Of course you're forgiven, but please don't try that again. He nodded and started to cry himself. This place sucks. It fucking hurts to not be able to run anymore. I felt that. A lot, actually. It does, Andy, but Lily is here for you. How has she been? Andy looked at me and smiled weakly. She's great. Honestly, she is, and I'm on some antipsychotic meds as well as some antidepressants. Forgotten the names, but I'm also learning DBT and CBT skills. And I can say for sure that I was sexually abused by my first boyfriend. That's kind of what made me attempt. I winced at that statement. I'm so sorry, Andy, I truly am. He couldn't smile and just looked at the floor. Yeah, me too. The stuff I'm starting to unearth feels like it'll kill me, and I understand now why running doesn't work and ends up hurting you more in the end. I held his hands. But it won't, Andy, as long as you're honest, and Lily is going to talk to me afterward. She's currently talking to Gordon and Han, and when you're where you need to be for the moment, so that we can be together. He looked up at me, and I saw the scared child who lost so much. You mean it? Because I'm scared that I'll never be able to heal and love you the way you deserve. I did. You'll never be perfect, Auntie. None of us ever are. But when the time is right, we can and will be together. I truly mean it. He smiled, and Lily walked in with Gordon and Han. Hey, Doc. Need to speak to Seb? She smiled. Yes, please, if it's not too much trouble, Andy. He hugged me and then held and kissed the back of my hand. Okay, Lily, I'm ready to talk. Where should we go? She motioned with her hand out back into the hallway. So, Seb, Andy speaks very highly of you. You mean an awful lot to him. Also, we'll go into my office. It's at the end of the ward. I nodded, and we continued to walk the hallway, eventually ending up at her office, which had a nice blue rug on top of linoleum and walls upon walls of books. And the DSM-6 was on her desk and open with lines circled and post-it notes stuck to her desk and computer. And there was Sparky lying near the window, looking out the Californian coast. Please, Seb, take a seat. We have a lot to talk about, and not all of it is pleasant. I swallowed nervously, but sat down anyway, ready to hear an in-depth analysis of the man I loved.